Try something for me. Right now, picture a brand new color. Not purple, not a weird shade of teal, an actual new primary color. One that has never existed in any rainbow, any paint set, or any screen. Go ahead, try. You can't. And it's not because you're not creative enough, it's because your brain is physically incapable of it. Here's the wild part. This isn't a creativity problem, it's a hardware problem. Your eyes are basically a remote control with exactly 3 buttons. Every color you've ever seen, dreamed, or imagined is just a remix of those same 3 signals. And there's a name for the colors sitting just outside that system. They're called forbidden colors. They're technically real. You've just never been allowed to see them. So here's where we're going. Why your eyes are secretly a 3-button system pretending to be infinite. The lab experiment that let people glimpse something genuinely impossible for a few seconds, and the rare people walking around right now who might be seeing more color than you ever will. Quick reality check. Color doesn't exist out in the world. Light is just wavelengths bouncing around, completely colorless until it hits an eye. Color is something your brain manufactures after the fact. Think of light like a radio signal, and color like the song your brain decides to play once it decodes it. Your eyes have 3 types of cone cells, roughly tuned to red, green, and blue light. That's it. 3 inputs, and just from 3 signals, your brain builds around 1 million distinguishable colors. It's like mixing only 3 paint colors and somehow covering an entire wall in shades nobody can even name. Impressive. Except, it also means you're capped, hard capped. Here's the part that actually explains why you can't imagine something new. Your brain wires color into competing pairs, red versus green, blue versus yellow, like a light switch. It can be up, it can be down, you can dim it, but it physically cannot be a third position that doesn't exist. In 1983, researchers ran an experiment where people stared at a red and green striped pattern engineered so the boundary between the colors canceled out in the brain. No edge for your visual system to lock onto. And for a few seconds, some participants reported seeing a color that shouldn't exist. A reddish green. Not a mix, not a brown. A color your brain's wiring says is flatly impossible. And the wildest part? Most of them couldn't even describe what they saw, because language is built on that same 3-channel system too. Second twist. Most humans are trichromats, 3 cone types, but a small number of women carry a genetic quirk that may give them a 4th. Scientists call it tetrachromacy, and there's at least 1 documented tested case, an art teacher whose extra cone type was confirmed in a lab. To be clear, that's not a brand new color. It's more resolution inside the same rules, seeing differences between shades that look identical to the rest of us. Still, somewhere out there, someone might be looking at a plain sunset and seeing something you never will. Zoom out even further. Mantis shrimp have up to 16 types of photoreceptors. Some animals see ultraviolet. Some see polarized light like it's nothing. New colors already exist, just not for a human nervous system. Your imagination isn't broken. You're just running on hardware that's shared by literally every human. Try it one more time. Picture a new color. You'll still fail, but now you know exactly why. It's not a blank canvas in your head. It's a locked door. And somewhere in nature, right now, there's a color that exists that no human eye was ever built to hold.